smell something? It smells sort of familiar.
Like someone's cooking fish or something.
Izoold does have a booming fishing industry.
It smells like it's burning.
It smells more like someone's incinerating fish than cooking it.
Ah, I get it. It smells like Rain's cooking.
What do you mean by that?
I interpret it to mean you are a poor cook, Rain.
How dare you?
Forget about that. Let's go find the source of the smell.
What's going on there, friends? My name is MJ and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World.
I thought you were perfect, but now that I know you can't cook, I somehow feel closer to you.
I'm not really a bad cook.
No, it's just that her curiosity gets the better of her.
What do you mean?
Like one time, she tried to develop spicy chocolate, and another time it was candied pickles.
New discoveries are only made when we question conventional wisdom.
Perhaps it would be wiser to first question your sense of taste.
Maybe tonight's main course should be slow-roasted centurion.
Sis, come on, calm down.
So, last time left off, we got through the Trit Ruins and obtained the Centurion Ignis.
Quite the lazy bones, aren't we, Emil?
Where'd that come from? People usually say I try hard to be an overachiever, that I worry about every detail. I was always getting teased.
Don't worry, I love overachievers.
I'm not sure that describes Emil. He's still using the same title he had when we first met him.
Well, yeah, but changing seems like too much work.
Oh my, yes, truly a grueling ordeal.
Well, it's just... Hey, stop teasing me. Okay, fine. Yes, it's too much work.
Don't worry, Emil. I love underachievers.
Marta...
And now at this part we're going to be exploring Izoold since we got here. And as you can see, most of this place, or some of this place actually, they look like they've been burnt down. Let's see what's wrong with that.
Look at that!
What do you think happened? The smell is coming from that box.
Excuse me, what happened here?
There were seafood gels in there, but they all got burnt up.
Ah, seafood gels. That explains the fishy smell.
You say they got burnt. How?
An arsonist. Some punk's been lighting up the town. We finally managed to catch him, though.
Wait, if you caught him, wouldn't that mean there's someone else?
That bastard must have broken out of jail.
What makes you so sure it's the same person?
Whenever he sets something on fire, this strange bright light always appears.
Strange bright light? You're crazy.
Same thing happened when these seafood gels went up in flames. I told him that dinky prison would never hold a huge guy like that.
That's horrible. We must put a stop to this arsonist before we leave.
Well, we could, but I'm surprised to hear this coming from you. You're usually all stay focused. We have to find the Centurion's cores and stuff.
What's wrong with that? It's not as if we're in a hurry.
Yeah, exactly.
But we have a job to do. I mean, maybe not you and I exactly, but Emil and Marta still have to locate the Centurion's cores before Lloyd gets to them. Shouldn't we at least head to the harbor and find out when the next ship is leaving?
The harbor.
Oh, that's right. You can't swim, so...
Oh, was that necessary?
Fine, we'll go to the harbor.
Yeah, if anybody's played the first game from Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube, you'll know that there were plenty of cutscenes where that happens.
Rain really can't swim?
Yep, she sinks like a lump of lead. It doesn't matter if it's an ocean or a stream, she hates water. She kinda tries to hide it though.
Lead, you say? I certainly wouldn't expect that to float.
Right. That's why we sometimes call people who can't swim leadheads.
Well, that explains it then. Who could hope to swim with a head that heavy?
You think it's her head that causes her to sink?
Doesn't it stand to reason? Plus, depending on where she would swim, the lead could contaminate the local supply of drinking water.
Huh?
I must admit my surprise. I would never have imagined Rain to be made of metal. If that's the case, it might be possible to classify her as a new breed of monster.
Well, she is like a monster when she's in ruin mode.
If it's the head that makes her sink, that makes no sense. Cause who would go head first in water?
Sorry, buddy. No ships are gonna be leaving port anytime soon.
Why not?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, you must have heard about that last fire we had. That arsonist must be on the loose again.
So who's this arsonist that people keep mentioning about?
To be one of the passengers.
What are we supposed to do if we're in a hurry?
We just had another fire, and you're in a hurry to leave town? Seems a little fishy to me.
What did you say?
That's not a good idea to be doing that.
To my face, smart guy.
What? If you're saying you're not, then...
Then what?
I can't breathe.
Emil, stop it! You can't go into Ratatosk mode here. Apologize to the guy.
Right. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, sure.
So, back to the arsonist. Let's find him. Once we do, we can leave on the ship.
Yeah, let's check out the jail first to see if we can find any clues.
Yeah. What's wrong with me?
I don't think it's necessarily you. It's probably just Ratatosk. Oh well.
Hey, Marta, does Emil really go into Ratatosk mode this often?
I don't think it used to happen quite so much. I wonder if there's something keeping him on edge.
Maybe having my sister and me around all the time is stressing him out.
I don't think that's it, but I'll ask him.
Okay, thanks.
Excuse me. I was wondering if you could tell us anything about the escaped arsonist.
Huh? The arsonist escaped? Don't be ridiculous. He's still there. See for yourself.
Then it's gotta be somebody else, right?
He is.
What's going on here?
If the arsonist is still here, then the latest fire must have been started by someone else.
Do you mind if we have a word with the criminal?
Sure, but be careful.
Okay, let's go inside. And you can barely see him through the bars, but he is there. Oh, it's a familiar character! What's he doing in a place like this?
Regal!
Rain, Genus, what are you doing here?
That's what we should be asking you.
I'm embarrassed for you to see me like this.
Is this a friend of yours?
Yes, this is Regal Bryant. He was with us in the journey of world regeneration.
He's also the president of the Lezareno Company.
Lezareno? But they're huge! Why would their president be starting fires?
He seems like a nice
So,
guy to not be
Regal,
doing
tell
that.
us, what happened?
To be honest, I don't really know myself. I was in town on business when I happened to meet a man named Berg, a gel maker who said he'd seen Lloyd. While we were speaking, I suddenly found myself engulfed by this strange light, and just like that, I blacked out. When I came to, the building was in flames, and Berg was lying unconscious. I grabbed him and ran outside.
Where you were arrested and blamed for all the fires.
Exactly. But I had nothing to do with any of it.
Of course, we would never think you would.
So you wouldn't know anything about the most recent fire?
What? There was another fire?
We're looking for the person that started it.
Arson is one of the most cowardly crimes. If I could leave this prison, I would gladly join you in your search.
The man you met, Berg, he didn't vouch for you?
Unfortunately, he's still out cold. He may have inhaled a lot of smoke during the fire.
Hey, Marta, do you think you might be able to use healing arts to help Berg?
I'm not sure, but it's worth a shot.
Then let's go. If we can get him to wake up, maybe we can clear Regal's name.
Good idea. Let's do that.
Okay.
I heard Berg was taken to his house. Please, do anything you can.
Okay, so let's go. What do you have to say?
Hey, Genus, could you tell me a little about Regal?
Well, we got to know him when he traveled with us on the journey of world regeneration 2 years ago. He's the type of guy you can always depend on.
And as president of the world-famous Lazareno company, he's well-respected wherever he goes.
But he was a prisoner the first time we met him, too.
What?
It almost seemed like he started to enjoy being locked up.
I wish you were joking, but I think you might be onto something there. He's mentally exhausted. We have to do something, and quickly.
That kind of makes no sense to enjoy being in prison. Berg's house is near the entrance and to the right of a worker cat's. Okay. So that gives us a hint in where we need to go. In fact, well, we passed it already, so... well, if you were to explore this place, then you've already passed it. And Berg's house is actually right over here. And look, that looks like an unconscious guy, so that could be him.
Rain, what do you think?
From the looks of it, he might have been poisoned by a light frog.
A light frog?
A light frog? Ah, yes, that's what you humans call it. What strange names you have for things. Yes, this man has been infected by the poison of the Nasdrovier, the monster your people call the light frog.
Nasdrovier?
Nasdrovier? Light frog?
Nasdrovier is the proper term. Light frog is the term you humans call it.
Okay, well, since we're humans, we're just gonna call it light frog.
The Nasdrovier absorbs high amounts of energy and releases it in a burst of light and heat. It's enough to knock out any creature that touches it.
Light and heat. Then that must be what's causing all the fires around here.
Of course! It must be the light frog.
It's called the Nasdrovier.
I like how everybody just looks at him like, whatever. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to skip that.
Izoold has a trade route with Flanor. The creatures could have arrived in cargo bound for here, then flourished due to the unusual weather conditions.
So assuming this is the result of light frog poison, an antidote ought to cure him, right?
Nasdrovier!
Unfortunately, there's no antidote for the light frog's poison. It's more of a viral infection rather than a venom.
I believe Rosemary is able to counter the light frog's poison.
Tenebrae.
So now you just give up and calling it Nasdrovier and decide to call
Just leave me alone.
Alright.
But where do we find some rosemary?
It used to grow wild in the Camberto caves, but I heard it became extinct with the recent climate changes.
Great. What do we do now?
Well, we can't just
we know
give
what
up.
caused the fires. Let's
We
explain
can't just
the
let Regal stay
situation
in
so
prison.
can
We
leave
can't
by
just
ship.
let Berg stay unconscious.
Well, what
Otherwise, he
about
might
Berg?
just die
And we
eventually.
can't just leave Regal in jail like that.
I don't like it either, but the most important thing right now is to find the Centurion's cores as soon as possible, correct?
What?
Rain, how
That's
could you
not.
say something
That's
like that?
not more important than this.
It's our only choice. We've done everything we can here.
Not really. There's
But
still more
I can't
stuff.
just ignore someone who's suffering right in front of me.
Then what do you propose we do? Keep in mind that Lloyd could be taking the Centurion's cores as we speak. And what if he plans to use the cores to hurt others?
Rain,
I can't believe you! Wasn't Lloyd your student? Your friend?
I'm merely pointing out a possibility.
Be a man. I say we find a cure.
And how exactly do you plan on doing that? Please, you don't even have the means.
We just have to find it in those damn Camberto caves. How can you be so sure that they're all gone?
And what about the Centurion's cores?
Shut up! We're the ones who need to find all the cores. What do you care?
All right then, let's go to the Camberto caves.
Rain?
I apologize. Please forget everything I said. Come on, let's go.
What's up with Rain?
I think she was trying to provoke Emil on purpose.
Why would she do that?
I don't know.
Yep, looks like we're gonna have to go there. And from the name Camberto Caves, it is gonna be a dungeon. So I'm actually gonna be saying that in the next episode. And so yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a shorter episode than usual.
I must confess, you continue to fascinate me. If we could only tap into your memories, the mysteries of the ancient world would be at our disposal.
It's incredible how dramatically Rain changes from moment to moment.
Is it? I barely notice anymore. What I thought was odd was when she was needling you with all those questions earlier.
Really? The way she is now seems a lot weirder than that.
I don't know. There was something very curious about her interest in you.
No way! She was definitely weirder just now.
Genus, Marta, may I ask what you find so odd, very curious, and definitely weird about me?
Nothing at all.
Alright, well anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of, oh wait, there was another one!
Did you visit the place we're heading to right now during your journey of regeneration?
No, we did our fair share of traveling then, but there were plenty of places we didn't see.
Really?
Well, it's not like we were sightseeing, but I'm pretty sure we passed through all the major towns.
Oh, I just figured you guys had pretty much been everywhere there is to go.
I think Tenebrae's seen more of the world than we have. He's been alive a really long time.
If you insist on treating me like a senile old buffoon, I have nothing to say to you.
He's very sensitive about his age.
Still, it can't be much longer before all his fur goes white.
How rude. Especially coming from someone with a full head of white hair.
It's silver. Old people are so grouchy.
So that's gonna be it for this episode of Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World. Next time we're gonna go to the Camberto Caverns and find some rosemary there or something. So, see you guys later.